powerful systems are moving through over the next several days, if not the next couple of weeks. A very active pattern ahead. I want to show you how that's tied into some record warm water temperatures and a new earthquake overnight. I'll cover that as well. So thank you for your patience as you hang with me. A lot of energy building here in the southern United States. This will clip us by in the northern Caribbean. And then look at this coming out of the Denver area, kind of a system back behind this, kind of a 1-2 punch. All of this energy will be driving in across the United States, clipping by parts of the Caribbean, some snow up in Canada, large systems moving by, and new ones, British Columbia and back toward parts of California, that will be arriving as we get into the week ahead. Now, I want to show you a quick glance at kind of what's going on a bit with the science of this. Now, over toward the southern United States, a lot of moisture has been building. We had the record rain in parts of Texas and northeastern Mexico with that flooding over the last few days. Well, what's going on is I'm watching the water temperatures. Even this time of year, water temperatures play into what's going on with the weather. Well, look at over toward the Bay and the Western Gulf. You see this orange shading right in here? Those are well above average water temperatures, some record warmth in some spots. And that extra energy feeds into these systems. I showed you a few days ago that moisture pulling in from the Pacific that would lead to the significant rain in parts of Texas, Mexico, and Louisiana. And that happened. Well, a lot of that energy was not only because of that moisture coming in from the Pacific, but the record warm water temperatures kind of fuel that. And that's why there was some extra rain. So there's a lot of ingredients in play. And what's going to happen over the next several days, this is by tomorrow across much of the eastern United States, both tomorrow and then back into Monday. This here is Monday. There's going to be a severe weather threat. Strong and severe storms will be possible. And then we'll be watching more systems moving in from the west. So let me show you the big picture. Then we'll zoom down and then I'll show you that new earthquake. You can see as we go throughout the day today, here's that system rolling by parts of the United States. That moisture's already kind of moved in from the parts of the Pacific. Here's an old front that's giving us a few showers over toward the Bahamas. And then watching this, here's California, and you see just off the coast more energy that's going to build in with another system. These are pretty powerful systems for this time of year moving by. So this is tomorrow. For tomorrow, we're going to start to see some severe weather, the potential of that. I just showed you that map a couple days ago. Parts of the United States, some of that rain clipping Florida back through the northern Bahamas. And then here's another system moving in. So it's going to be one after another over the next few days, if not over the next couple of weeks. So this here is by Monday, stopping the clock here. And you can see stretching from Canada all the way down through the Caribbean. These are large systems, but this pocket here, eastern seaboard of the United States, a better chance of getting some severe weather on Monday. And then you see some of the rain clipping by the northern Bahamas. Southern Bahamas will be on the dry side. So this is Monday. Let's go on time further. This here is by Tuesday. Bermuda, the rain working in Atlantic region of Canada. And then just as that system moves away, look at all this moisture building back toward the west. Easterly flow, by the way, for us in the Caribbean. I'll zoom down in a second. And then you see another system that's going to be moving in. So as we get deeper into that upcoming week, you see yet again almost a repeat pattern. Snow to the north, watching a severe weather threat possible to the south. Most of it stays just to the north of the Caribbean. And then another system moving in back toward the west. So there's going to be a lot to track. And these are powerful systems with a lot of rain, stronger storms, and just clipping by the northern Caribbean. Right now, I've been watching a few areas of scattered showers around. As we take you through the day, you can see some of those hit or miss showers that will be possible scattered about through the Bahamas, Cuba, Jamaica, Haiti, the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, and that better chance of rain that has increased over toward Guyana and Suriname. Scattered areas of rain, Costa Rica and Panama. We've been seeing that over the last few days. As we work our way into tomorrow, spotty showers, easterly flow with us, gusty winds at times with that easterly flow. Guyana and Suriname still watching out for that chance of rain, mainly as we work our way into Suriname. Pop-up showers possible in Jamaica. Then as we work our way into Monday, scattered areas of rain possible. Haiti, the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, and there's that front just clipping by the northern Caribbean as we work our way into Monday. Here's the north side of all of that. So Bahamas here, Cuba, Florida, Bermuda, Atlantic region of Canada. This is the main action. Little piece of it just south of New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, Newfoundland over the next few days. And then you could see here everything building by tomorrow. There's that snow on the north side, Ontario, back toward Quebec. Then this will lift up. This here is by the time we get into Monday, severe weather threat, east coast of the United States, watching some of that snow moving into Newfoundland. And then you could see some of the rain on the south side of it. That pink, that would be a mix of rain and snow, or even some sleet, which are kind of frozen pellets that will be working in. Now, I do want to touch on an earthquake that happened last night. Similar time that we've seen over the last couple of days, just after midnight. So some of you may have woken up from this. Let me know in the comments if you did feel it. This one, basically right in St. Martin, 4.4 in magnitude, 98 kilometers down, or 61 miles underneath. So kind of on the shallower side. So that's why a lot of us did feel it. So we've had a couple quakes in this area. Know that I'm watching that. The Eastern Caribbean, we've had some additional quakes over the last couple days. So watching that. Now the seas, they're going to be on the choppy side. Gulf over toward the Caribbean and the Atlantic, especially those Atlantic passageways coming out of the Caribbean. So things will be a little bit bumpier as we go out in time. This is today. As we go out in time further, as we work our way deeper into the weekend for tomorrow, things settle for a short time, but those Atlantic waters are going to stay on the rougher side. This here is on Monday, and you see the Atlantic waters, the greens and the yellows, so 2-3 meters in spots. And then building further, once this system moves off the coast of the United States by Bermuda, some of the seas are going to be over 4 meters, 13, 14, 15 feet. This here is by the time we get into Tuesday. Now, as far as rain goes, as you get back toward the northern Bahamas, you get over toward Freeport, for example, over the next few days, we may get some spots of 50 millimeters of rain or a couple inches of rain. It's been hot in spots, so watching out for some scattered storms, parts of Cuba, Haiti, and the Dominican Republic. Cayman Islands, not a whole lot. We need some rain. Jamaica, we're going to see a few passing showers and storms. If you get a thunderstorm, a quick 50 millimeters of rain or 2 inches of rain will be possible. Watching that over toward Puerto Rico, the British and U.S. Virgin Islands. Hit or miss Dominica over toward Montserrat, St. Lucia, Barbados, St. Vincent the Grenadines, Grenada, Trinidad, not as much, but we swing to the south. That's where we'll get some spots in Suriname of 4 inches of rain or 100 millimeters of rain. Scattered areas of rain, Costa Rica, Panama, Honduras, Belize, not a ton of rain the next few days. And you can see over toward the southern United States, several inches of rain will be possible. These are 3-day rain totals coming out of Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, 4, maybe 5 inches of some of the rain. That's some of the heavier rain that's kind of shifted from Texas, Louisiana, shifting off toward the east. So 40 to 50% chance of some scattered showers, rumble of thunder as well possible in Jamaica. We're looking at only an isolated 20 to 30% chance as we work our way into the Cayman Islands. Spotty shower, easterly flow, Trinidad and Tobago. We may get 1 or 2, a 30% chance, but only a 20% chance in Barbados and a 20% chance over the next 3 days as we work our way into St. Lucia. Grenada, rain chance 20 to 30%, holding on the low side, St. Vincent of the Grenadines, and still relatively low side as we work our way into Martinique. Rain chance will build a little bit by Monday. We'll be up to a 40% chance in Dominica. Rain chance 20% today in Guadeloupe, 30% chance tomorrow, 40% chance on Monday. We get back through Antigua, Barbuda with that easterly flow with the fronts to the north. Some spotty showers possible, not a super high chance, 30 to 40% chance. We do that in St. Kitts, Nevis, and Montserrat. 20 to 30% chance Anguilla and St. Bart's. 20% chance today, St. Martin, Saba, and Statia, and a 30% chance tomorrow. Isolated showers, but also a couple storms possible in Puerto Rico. Same thing as we work our way into the British and U.S. Virgin Islands. So not all of us seeing it, but there could be a couple downpours that will be possible. Then as we work our way through the Bahamas, we'll be watching those fronts, especially in the northern Bahamas, with that better chance of scattered areas of rain and storms tomorrow. And again on Monday, 30% chance in the Turks and Caicos. Active as we get back through the Dominican Republic, a 50% chance of scattered showers and storms. And that builds a touch tomorrow and Monday in Haiti. We're looking at about a 40% chance. On the flip side in Belize, we are mainly dry as we go through the weekend. 20 to 30% chance in Aruba, could see a stray shower. 30% chance today, Curacao over toward Bonaire. 30 to 40% chance in Guyana, but then we swing back toward the east. Suriname, that's where that rain chance is up to 60%, both tomorrow and Monday. Scattered areas of rain and thunderstorms. storms back through Cuba the next few days. 40 to 50% chance Costa Rica and Panama. Isolated in Nicaragua, not a ton as we work our way into Honduras. Just a 20% chance for tomorrow. 30, maybe 40% chance as we get back through Guatemala and El Salvador. Mexico City, we are on the dry side. Yucatan Peninsula may catch a shower over toward Merida, Campeche, but that rain chance not super high. Northern Colombia, 20%, 20 to 30% chance in northern Venezuela. And just a minimal 10% chance in Bermuda. But as we get into next week, we'll be watching those fronts moving in. So large systems to the north, monitoring those earthquake areas, that new quake from overnight. And we are getting close to hurricane season. I'm watching some of those ingredients. I covered more of that in yesterday's video. If you want to take a look at that early season hurricane outlook. Hurricane season officially starts June 1st. Thank you for being with me. Have a good day ahead.